we have an interesting case of a 24 man who was a football player, and he had palpitation, which was documented on his Holter as paroxysm of atrial tachycardia. There was definite P wave in the Holter. I don't have his Holter, but we can show you now. He was introduced to the lab. We had the provisional diagnosis of atrial tachycardia. So this is his 12. We finished the case, but we are in the waiting, but we can share with you the case. Yalla ya Ahmed. We placed catheters. We can show you the catheter placements. The catheter placement here, this is the right atrium. We use 10 decapolar catheter and the CS decapolar catheter, and this is the his catheter, and this is the ablation actually where we ablated it. But here we use the, I don't like the halo now because it is very bulky and it does not say what I wanted to say, so I use the decapolar catheter instead. معنا أحمد خريج متميز من الزمالة تاني دفعته هيقول لنا ترتيبة الأساطر وبداية الكيس.
At the beginning we have two decapolar catheters. One was placed in the high right atrium اللي هي white channels, where we have another decapolar catheter, the green one, was placed inside the CS, and we have a quadripolar catheter into the his region and the RV.
Okay, this is the sinus rhythm, Ahmed.
Yes.
Okay, this is the normal sinus rhythm concentrated with the P wave because this is his sinus. And then what you did, Ahmed?
At the beginning we started with the V pacing, but after the first or the second stimulus we gave, the patient developed tachycardia.
Okay, so this is the V pacing. Okay, what we noticed that there was no
retrograde conduction in the first one or two captured beats. Then the tachycardia starts to run.
Okay.
Okay.
So from this, you said this is retrograde.
We said that we don't have retrograde or V dissociation.
It's very strange for an atrial tachycardia to be induced by V pacing, by the way.
Yes.
So this one. So what did you do?
Okay.
We did mapping, صح?
Yeah, we did mapping.
عشان أخذت النوت منك.
هي النوت. حاضر. ثانية علي. تمام. So we start with V pacing, and we always have no retrograde at the beginning.
And
then the tachycardia starts to run. We are seeing here now the 12 channel 12 lead ECG. Okay, and here is our P wave morphology and axis, and we have inferior leads. The P wave is inverted in leads 2, 3, and AVF, and it's positive in leads 1 AVL, and in lead 1 we have
V1.
In V1 we have it's a rather positive negative. Okay.
Yeah. And you can see this, Lucy Ahmed, if we go to this is how I look at the P wave. If I look here, this is the V1, I increase the gain, and this is the limb leads, and you can compare your P wave during tachycardia with the P wave here. Even his V1 is not that big, and his tachycardia V1 is positive negative. You can see that.
Yes.
And here is the chest leads are all positive, and here are positive also. We mark this here. Mesh.
Okay. And
this is the tachycardia ECG اهو. And this is the P wave بتاعتنا. Okay.
Here also during the tachycardia and during the induction we had VA dissociation at the beginning.
This is very good example that the tachycardia is running. خليك هنا أحمد. And we are doing V pacing. The 3 beats fully paced from the right ventricle, and this one is fusion, and then the running tachycardia. So in order to demonstrate VA dissociation during tachycardia, I have to measure the V and then take the caliper and go here. تلاقي هنا tachycardia is, this is the VV, this is the tachycardia is completely different.
Dissociated from the V pacing.
So this is the tachycardia, this is the tachycardia, and it is completely different from the V pacing. Even though we have in the his, we have his deflection, so as if this pacing is within the his refractoriness did not change. So this is a proof that this is atrial tachycardia. So
we started to map for the earliest atrial signal, and we did achieve a signal earlier by 38 milliseconds.
So we do what احنا بنثبت, we make we choose a channel which is stable in front of us, and we were measuring like on مثلا 5 and 6.
Yes.
7, 8 was at the ostium of the CS, and we were mapping all around, and we could get minus 38 before the earliest. بس الأفضل بقى إن أنت to measure to the P wave. So here, if this is the onset of the P wave, so this is like 49 milliseconds. So what happened هنا؟ احنا استعملنا irrigated catheter. This is conventional ablation طبعا. بس so what happened بقى هنا يا أحمد؟
Okay. And we did ablate.
Yeah.
And after ablation.
And terminate the tachycardia immediately. So هاتها بقى هنا أهي. أهي.
This is the ablation.
Yeah.
And
this is junctional beat because we were ablating within the area of the in the roof of the CS. So
after that we
you potentiate the induction of tachycardia by isoprenaline.
here and
So we did this is the isoprenaline or junctional from isoprenaline. Then we did
pacing.
V pacing. In V pacing we showed the retrograde AV node. Huh? And then after the adrenaline effect, the junctionarism stayed some time because of the isoprenaline.
Yes.
And after the effect of isoprenaline, we did
the study,
repeat the study. We could not induce tachycardia.
Use any tachycardia. And after the effect of isoprenaline has
يلا اعمل لنا هنا خش intracardiac, خش live. Pace from the هات 100 ماشي. Pace from the his.
Now we have also VA dissociation.
Still. And
this is the post study, and we have VA dissociation till the end, and no induction of atrial tachycardia at all. Thank you.
معاك. keep pacing على الأقل نص. احنا بنعمل كده يلا pace. لا على الاي سي جي ايوه pace. off. طبعا مع الكاتيكولامين we increase the rate of the sinus rate again. Off. Okay, so to make sure that this is sinus not tachycardia, I have to look at the ECG at the P wave of limb lead 2, 3, and AVF. Okay, مسلمي show us where you ablated it. تعال هنا على الفلورو.
The roof of the coronary sinus here. At this point, in the roof of the coronary sinus, and after 1 second of ablation, the tachycardia will terminate. This is the REO view. Another. Okay. This REO view.
The his catheter was in his position. You were posterior.
Here. Yes.
And the roof of the CS.
Yes.
هات ال تاني. لا.
Okay, here.
Yeah. And I saw some.
His catheter.
Yeah.
Ablation catheter CS and right atrial.
Excellent.
Decabo.
So this was the nice case
Yes,
of
okay.
atrial tachycardia. We diagnosed it by the Holter, and then by electrophysiology confirmed by V pacing during tachycardia, no VA conduction, and then we gave isoprenaline and adrenaline. But the potentiation was helped by isoprenaline in the beginning. صح? End of study.